All right, let's talk space exploration. We're going to blast off today, but not in the way you might think. We're not just talking about rockets and astronauts. Turns out there are two very different frontiers when it comes to understanding the cosmos. So, let me ask you, what does it take to explore the cosmos? I mean, really think about it. The first thing that pops into my head, and probably yours too, is, astronauts. These giant billion-dollar rockets, massive mission control centers, the whole shebang, right? But what if I told you there's another way, a totally different gateway to the stars, and it's a lot closer to home than you think? And here they are, our two pioneers. I mean, look at this. In one corner, you've got the heavyweight champion, right? NASA, a massive government agency, real missions, a budget that's literally in the billions. And in the other corner, get this, a small web design studio in Scotland. They're not launching rockets. They're offering free space simulations that run right in your browser. This incredible contrast, that's what we're digging into today. Okay, so let's start with the big one. We're diving into the official frontier, the vast, kind of awe-inspiring universe of NASA. It's easy to forget just how massive NASA's work really is. It is so much more than just putting people in space. We're talking fundamental science, mind-bending aeronautics research, developing technology that changes our lives here on Earth, and exploring the absolute deepest corners of the universe. I mean, from our own solar system all the way back to the Big Bang itself. The scope is just wow. And this right here, this is their North Star. Innovates for the benefit of humanity and inspires the world. It's such a powerful and, honestly, ambitious mission. It really frames everything they do as this grand adventure for all of us, for all of humankind. It's all about pushing the absolute limits of what we know, and hopefully inspiring everyone while they do it. But then, you stumble across this, right on their own website. Talk about a dose of reality. For all its cosmic ambition, an organization as huge as NASA still has to deal with very, very earthly problems. Like a government funding lapse. It's just this stark reminder that behind all the grand missions and amazing discoveries, there's this immense, complex, and sometimes fragile machine that has to keep running. In that little dose of earthly reality, it's actually the perfect jump-off point to look at a totally different way of doing things. So let's shift gears. Welcome to the virtual frontier, a cosmos that you can explore right from your screen. So who's our guide on this virtual journey? Not a government agency with billions of dollars, nope. It's a web design studio. Seriously, a studio in Inverness, Scotland. Their day job is building websites, logos, and branding for clients. But on the side, they've just decided to build these incredible interactive gateways to the entire universe. It's amazing. And just look at what they've built. These are not your average, simple little animations. No way. You can actually play with orbital mechanics, try to build a space station in zero-G, which is way harder than it looks, by the way, or even pilot a ship through the void. They're basically hands-on laboratories for cosmic principles, and they're accessible to absolutely anyone. And check out their mission statement. It's a world away from NASA's, right? It's not about these giant multi-billion-dollar discovery missions. It's all about access. It's about experience. The whole point is to put the power to explore directly into your hands, to make these really complex ideas like orbital mechanics, something you can touch and feel and understand, for anyone, and for free. That's a game changer. So, okay, we've got real rockets on one side and digital sandboxes on the other. They seem like polar opposites, right? But are they really so different? Let's see how these virtual playgrounds actually act like digital mirrors for honest-to-goodness real-world missions. Okay, this is where it all clicks into place. Think about the incredible challenge of building something like the International Space Station, piece by piece, in orbit. Well, that's what's mirrored in the Space Station Builder simulation. Or what about NASA's Artemis program, this epic journey back to the moon? That's reflected right there in the 3D Solar System Explorer. See, these aren't just games. They let us get a real feel for the exact same complex, mind-bending challenges that NASA's best and brightest are tackling every single day. So, all of this brings us to a really fascinating question. I mean, if anyone can play with orbital mechanics on their laptop, what does it even mean to be an explorer anymore? Has the definition changed? I think the answer is yes. The definition is absolutely expanding. That fundamental human drive we all have, to explore, to ask questions, to experiment, just to figure out our place in the universe, it's not just for the handful of people who get to wear a spacesuit anymore. The frontier is opening up for all of us.
So, what have we seen here? The final frontier? It isn't just out there anymore. It's also right here. It's on our screens, accessible to anyone with a little bit of curiosity, which really just leaves one final big question for you. If the whole cosmos is sitting there in your browser, where are you gonna go explore first?